It's Sunday, which means it's recap time here on the Retirement Quick Tips podcast. The theme this week was your listener questions answered. In case you missed any episodes, I covered a variety of topics. We talked about annuities, how to choose an advisor. We talked about target date funds. Is a 4% withdrawal rate from your investments still a viable solution? And what do I do if I want to work a little bit less when I'm in my early to mid 50s? How do I navigate that? How's that going to impact me later on in retirement? So, a lot of great questions that came out of the Pick My Brain office hours that I had, last month now. But it was so great to connect with listeners one-on-one and have real conversations with them and kind of hearing what was on their minds as they approach retirement. I learned a lot. It was great to meet listeners of the podcast and have a two-way conversation instead of the one-way monologue that I'm having with myself on the podcast. But I know that lots of you listening and really enjoy the show and are benefiting from it. So thank you so much for listening this week. If you are enjoying the podcast, please share the show. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe or, add it to your favorites, depending on whatever podcasting platform you are. Stick it right up there so it feeds you new episodes. And you can incorporate it as part of your daily routine each and every day. All right. If you're interested in learning more about working with me, you can check out my website, truenorthra.com, and you can schedule a 15-minute call with yours truly right over there. Oh, by the way, I'm going to start a brand new theme next week. I've been reading a lot about higher interest rates. Are higher interest rates here to stay? The general consensus was that we would have higher interest rates, we would slay inflation, and then immediately the Fed, as soon as inflation got back down to 2-3%, we'd be humming along and we'd be able to start lowering rates again, right back down to where they were. And you can get that 3% mortgage in 18 months. This will all be over. But the narrative on that is changing. And I've been reading more and more. I've been watching YouTube videos, which is a terrible rabbit hole to go down. Don't watch YouTube. Stay off of YouTube. It's poisoning my mind. Anyways, I've been just reading a lot, seeing a lot of things on the internet about higher interest rates and maybe this hopefulness about lower interest rates. Maybe that's not going to happen, or at least going to happen anytime soon. So we'll explore that a little bit more next week. We'll talk about it, and we'll talk about what implications that might have for you, both as an investor or someone who's maybe looking to get a car loan or a mortgage or something like that as well. All right. Thank you so much for sharing the love, spreading the word, listening this week. I hope you have a blessed Sunday. My name is Ashley Michike, and this is the Retirement Quick Tips podcast.